This is Terraria. We're on Xbox Series X taking a look at this very interesting title. So this is what I would compare to being a 2D Minecraft experience. Now, I know that kind of makes some people angry when you say that sort of thing, but if you're explaining it to someone that's never played Terraria before, that's kind of the easiest way to go over what exactly this is. So yeah, this is a very interesting game. We're retaining the original Xbox One version of Terraria. That means basically we're getting a 1080p feed, a 60 FPS target, unless you are going into split screen, which I guess goes down to 30 FPS based on the quantity of players you have available. I just actually read up on that. I thought it was kind of fascinating. But anyways, we also have the magic of auto HDR, which is kind of surprising. I didn't think they actually would add something like that in this one, but yeah, no, it actually kind of really makes some of the little blocks and stuff pop a little bit, which is kind of delightful. It really does add a little bit to like the lighting, the torches, the fire, and everything like that. And I thought I had a bigger house. I'm honestly a bit perplexed. Maybe this is my forward house where I'm just kind of adventuring onwards. Anyways, Terraria is actually kind of a lovely little game of crafting, survival, building, exploration, and dungeon bosses and creatures and enemies that you fight along the way. It offers a lot of interesting content, unique weapons, tools, and just a complete sense of freedom as you're literally able to cut the place to bits if you'd like to. I have all these like abilities and stuff because I've, well, played with friends and friends have helped me do a lot of this in the past. Or maybe it was people that watched videos, I can't remember. All I know is I remember having a much bigger base, so I'm genuinely perplexed as to what happened in that regard, because this area is obviously not something I've checked out as of recent. Got these guys going on here. But yeah, it's kind of a game of wonder, and is that a face monster or something like that? What was that called? It's a game of wonder and discovery, and again, crafting, and building, and carving out the environment, and exploring new hostile places along the way. And it's just kind of, I don't know, I guess you could say a bit of a charming experience. It's fun. It does have a layering of, like, difficulty to it as well as you go about. And they've done a lot of work over the years to really refine the experience in new ways. It's just kind of a cool, almost endless questing type of experience. Again, you know, kind of like Minecraft in that regard, as you're able to explore and see what the world has to offer, which is kind of exciting. Again, you can collect resources. I don't really feel like going downwards though, so we're not really gonna do that. But yeah, you can like cut down trees, you can totally just cut the environment to bits if you'd like to. You know, there's all these different options for kind of battling and exploring the world however you'd like to. And it does actually look really great, and it plays quite nicely. And it's, I think at this point, basically the definitive Terraria experience, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, yeah, it's an umbrella slime. I don't know how much they really go forward in regards to adding stuff these days, but, you know, over the years it definitely has gotten a ton of new content and things for you to do. So I guess aside from playing the game by yourself, you can have up to 4 players in local multiplayer, this is the split screen like we were mentioning. And if you want to go online, you can have up to 8 players, so that's kind of cool too, right? For kind of connecting with other people and playing it that way. Of course, you know, kind of decorating your character and adjusting things further. I guess I should show the video settings here so you can adjust those if you need to. But it does seem to run pretty well. But yeah, here's kind of the map. Again, I could have sworn I had a much larger base. I remember it being like 4 or 5 stories high, and maybe I did. Maybe I was mistaken. I don't know. It has been a little bit of time since I've jumped into the wonders of Terraria. But yeah, it just offers a lot of things you can do, and mysterious like bosses, and you really have to kind of explore and find your own way to, you know, kind of reach those heights and fight those things. And I think that's kind of where a lot of the fun comes from this one. Now, I don't know if it's still as popular as it used to be, but I remember it being quite a big deal back in the day. It was definitely, you know, known by a lot of people. I think it was a pretty big deal for quite a while, and I know a lot of people that love playing it and spending a lot of time with it. And obviously, I think it's still something that today you could spend a lot of time venturing into and exploring and playing with friends if that's your sort of thing. It's entirely up to you and how you want to take in the sights and the world and what you want to do in it and how you want to explore. As you can see, it's really easy to kind of mine stuff. Obviously, different sorts of materials and tools are going to make it, they're going to change how you are able to kind of explore and take stuff in, obviously, if you're not familiar with that. And then we got the directional aiming thingy, which is kind of an interesting feature. But yeah, you know, you've got this kind of cool hotbar, and then this element of death, so you got to kind of be careful too, because you don't want to die. Why did I not knock this down? Yeah, there we go. Jeez, it's kind of annoying. But yeah, it's got cool things. There's a level of like NPC usage as well within this one. We got our guide here, so those guys are kind of helpful. And I know there's some different ones. We got some kind of like, oh, there's a flying fish. That's cool. Why am I having a hard time opening my door? Got impaled by a zombie Eskimo. That's nice to know. Yeah, I do honestly wonder if this was my original base, because I don't remember building it in the snow. Maybe I did something, and I don't know. It's hard to keep track. Oh, I was murdered by, yeah, those Eskimos. And then I got, like, my little piggy bank thing. And you got all my inventory and stuff. So as you can see, like, I got a lot of cool things, you know. I had some fun with this one. I did a little series back in the day with it on 360 and then Xbox One. So it's kind of been cool to see it, you know, be carried forward. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to do any sort of wild change with it in the future. I mean, I just don't follow it that closely, but yeah, and I also don't think that they're necessarily going to do like an Xbox Series X, Series S version of it. I'm not sure what exactly they would really do to insanely change the experience of the game. I mean, I think, I like how you can edit that. I think they've kind of done what they're going to do with it in terms of releases on the platform, because it just plays beautifully with the backwards compatibility. It's a penguin! It's not a penguin anymore. But yeah, it's just kind of a fun, charming world of exploration and discovery. And I don't know, I've said that a few times, but it really is. You know, it's a game of what you make it, you know, building-wise, creation-wise, discovery-wise. You know, there's just kind of this endless element of finding new biomes, discovering new places, and dealing with new hostilities, managing your health and your mana, improving your skills, battling, surviving. It's just kind of a fun, easygoing experience where you're constantly, you know, kind of finding new things along the way and gathering new minerals and materials, and then obviously going back and being able to handle certain situations better than you had in the past. You know, being able to tackle different enemies and foes, and yeah, I think that's kind of a big part of it. And then there's like the weather system too, which is a bit of a neat thing. But yeah, there's just a lot you can do and discover. Ooh, a chest of items. That's exciting. I actually have to place it in my inventory. Oh, silver coin. Silver coin. Is that silver coin? No, okay. I don't think I really need any of this stuff. I mean, I've got so much crap already. What's the screen thing? Sorry, it's been a while. Agile, increase the movement. I don't know, I don't really need that. But yeah, you could just find so many little secrets and do all these adventures and find things and battle stuff and take on bosses and get killed by slimes if you're just brand new to this and not knowing what you're doing. Or you kill yourself with your insane flying. I've done that before too. Can I not? Wow, that's hostile. Is the flying fish attacking me, or is it just having a hard time flying? That could be the case. But yeah, you could reach new heights. There's all these different achievements and things to work towards. And I just remember it being a charming and delightful time. And I don't know if I've even really showed off anything. I've mostly been trying not to kill myself in case I was doing something at some point and want to get back to it. But yeah, it's just kind of this delightful game of finding things, collecting resources, crafting, building, meeting new NPCs, interacting with friends if you have those, or playing by yourself. I mean, that's always an option too. It's totally cool. But yeah, they kind of fill the world with life, and it's just, again, like a very 2D kind of Minecraft-esque game. And I know that is not something everyone wants to hear about Terraria, but it really kind of is. It does do a lot on its own, but that's the gist of what the experience is like.